Okay, since the since the adverts, well, the adverts were on, I changed this here. Oops, bit of thing on there. I changed the angle. Can you see here? It's got a curve kind of around here. So what I've done is I've just taken that and I've moved up a little bit of black on top there. You can do that with oil, but you've got to don't sort of brush it. You've just got to put a splodge on and leave it. And then I'm going to just kind of build this in a little bit here, up and over. It's the distance that you've got to be careful of between the lines. Okay, so don't come down too much. Right, so what should we do next? Well, I think we need to come wider here. So we're going to bring in a little bit. We're just going to carry on. If anybody's still watching. So, and we need to darken this a little bit. Now I'm going to use here. This is a cobalt blue. Here I'm just going to kind of connect up a little bit, darken it, and kind of weave in a little bit to it's a kind of a gravel track really, and just, you know, put a few bits. I like cobalt blue. I mean, I like all blues. I'm not, and there's not a blue I shy away from, I don't think. Just gonna put a little bit in here, and blues work well, I should say, against this kind of terracotta earth ground color that I've got here. It's quite a nice foil, and you can leave little bits and it doesn't seem to jar. I'm trying to keep my angle of the lines a little bit, not sort of horizontal like that, but a little bit off. Can you see? Just to be consistent with the angle of the lights. Okay, just put a bit in here. I mean, you can do this forever, but just gonna, you know, you get the idea. Probably more than I do. Anyway, okay, sort of put that in there. And while we're doing that, I should really put in some of these greens, and I'm just going to experiment a little bit here, because this is a bit sometimes goes up. See, we're going to try and connect up where the cobalt is. I'm going to put that terre verte in, like a dull cool green like that. Okay, wider here, and kind of just, I don't put the light bits in yet. It doesn't really matter, but I just tend not to. A little bit here and there. Just now, that's terre verte, and next to that, the other one I put in, that one there, slightly paler, is a chromium, oxide of chromium, chrome green. I'm just going to kind of dot that in a bit here, and kind of, you know, put one into the other. So they kind of dovetail a bit crudely where the verge is, and the track and the gravel and things like that, but you know, it's okay. Yeah. I just heard an aeroplane. The opposite of the zeitgeist, really, isn't it? Quite almost anachronistic. It doesn't fit in. I don't even know what I'm saying. There, a little bit of that pale coming through there, and just, you know, connect up the pale bits. So a bit pale there, up there a bit, you know, a bit of sunshine. And here is important because the light's going to come over there and kind of connect, you know. Again, just, oh, don't overbrush it, just put a bit on. It's quite, sorry, maybe. This is where I have the ability to think I'm just about, you know, quite happy with it, and then I drag defeat out the jaws of painted victory. What a load of rubbish, Manning, you speak. Hello again. I keep saying hello as if I've gone anywhere. I've not. It's just that the video keeps stopping on the phone. So, oh good. So we're just kind of putting in, connect this up there. This. So on and so forth. Now see, I've gone against my advice. I've gone a bit high with that splodge there. So let's just kind of cover those bits a little bit and bring in again here just that touch of cobalt, kind of like that. You know, I mean, we need a bit of a fine tune here. That's my excuse. Kettle on and all that, but we're sort of, you know, got that kind of thing here. Okay. Then, what haven't we got here? We're kind of happy with bits and bobs. Maybe there's a trickle of light that kind of, I like it here. Just scruff something there a bit. Break up. Again, it's about kind of contrasts and yeah, a little bit more here. And kind of get a bit of light into there. Notice I'm not really painting with the brush, I'm kind of scruffing and scrubbing away. And I'm going to use, look, can you see I've gone a little bit terracotta, a little bit of like a tint of burnt sienna. I'm just going to pop that in there. It's quite nice. Now notice that tonally the tint of terracotta, when it sits next to the tinted green, it's not much brighter. So it kind of, the Americans call it values, but it's tonal values to us. It's as if the paleness is the same, the tonal value is the same. So if you reduced it down to grey tones on a, it's now an old-fashioned kind of photocopier, just black and whites and greys, it would be, the pinks and the greens would be practically identical. That's how I would see it. Okay, I'm just having a few little bits of there. I'll tell you what I want to do as well, while I think on it. Little bits of taller grasses there, they're quite pale. Is just take, again, this is a cadmium. Some little parsley's in here. Okay, and now I'm going to put in, I've made a colour for these passes in shade, and what I've done is that basically, sorry I said about this, I put a pale, a tint of ultramarine or King's Blue Pale and a little bit of the terre verte, and basically I'm just trying to match up these kind of cooler little bits of parsley and things in here, so that trying to leave a little bit of dark there, but not too much so it's too flat. Come a little bit into the light here, just a bit, gives us another little depth. And here and there we're going to use, and I'm going to kind of speed this up a little bit for the one viewer who is still with us. I'm going to just put a little bit of this is cadmium yellow pale. Cadmium.